How's it going, everybody? I made a tool that is pretty useful, in my opinion at least, to shiny hunters that want to catch every shiny that you can. This tool isn't meant to catch every shiny ever, it's just every shiny that you can specifically hunt without any glitches or hacks or anything. Um, so you can see here, it has every generation from 2 to 9 because there's no shinies in Gen 1. And every game every game that has different sprites has its own pages, and all the sprites are from each game. So if we go over like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and it goes all the way up to Scarlet and Violet. Some sprites are still being added. It looks like we have most of them done, but there are some that haven't fully been added yet. That gets automatically added. If you have your own copy of the sheet, it'll automatically show up once we add them to our database. This spreadsheet does a lot of stuff. So it tracks your number of phases, your number of encounters, and then also like just a progress bar. These are actually progress bars for each game or generation. And I also have it set up so that you can use your own games that you own. So in this case, this is the public version that I share with people. So there's no game set as owned. So I have use all games visible. But on my personal copy, it only shows me the games that I have owned because I don't own every game. So if I turn on use all games, it adds everything else. But just in the games that I own personally, it only shows me those. And then I have all the other games hidden, so everything that I own and can hunt is visible here. Each page for a game has, well, they all look the exact same, just with different sprites and Pokemon. Basically, let's say you're hunting for Pikachu, you're on phase 3 or something, and you have 500 encounters on this phase, or maybe you want to say 15,000 encounters total. This is actually automatically tracked in current hunts, so it shows me Pikachu, it's not caught yet, and I can actually increment from here. So let's say I'm just random encountering Pikachu somewhere, and I'm going to increment by 1. I can increment here. So 15,000, now it's 15,001, 15,002, and you can do that by a higher number if you want. Let's go 15,012. You can go negative numbers for some reason, and you can phase, and then you can mark as caught. So this is actually updating in real time on the page of the Pokemon as well. So you don't do anything here except for edit these darker cells. But let's say I mark this as caught. What it does, it gets rid of it because it marked it as caught and set it all there. And now you see 1 out of 137 in Ruby and Sapphire. And if I go back to the home page, Ruby, Sapphire, 1 out of 137, and that bar is going to slowly fill up as you catch them. Just so I don't forget, I'm going to get rid of those. There's also this box here in every sheet that shows you a random Pokemon that you have not caught in the list on this page. So whenever an update happens, it chooses a different one. So that's always, if you don't know what to hunt and you want to hunt something, you can click that. There's also up here in this menu here, Poke Sheet, you can say choose random game, and that'll just take you to a random page that you have shown. And this is Diamond and Pearl, so if I want, I can hunt a Pokemon here. So if you don't know what you want to hunt for, this is a good way to do it. And then there's also duplicates, so if you get a duplicate of a Pokemon you already have, you can put it in here if you want. And there's a search page, lets you search by lots of different things, like the name. So let's just say Abra. This is every game that I personally have. Remember, I don't have all games visible, I only have these games visible. I'll just put all games on for now. This is every game that you can hunt Abra in legit. And then there's also type. So whatever type you want to look for, first type, second type, doesn't matter. As long as it has the type, it'll show up in this list. So if you were looking for poison type shinies, 648 of them that you can hunt altogether. There's also color, which is the color in the Pokedex of the Pokemon. There is generation, Gen 1 to 9. Here's Gen 9. If you have them caught, shows up green as true and says true here. And then it tells you here as well, like I've caught 0.9% of all the Gen 9 Pokemon that you can hunt. Starting letter is the letter that it starts with. These are all the G Pokemon. Character team. This is not fully in yet, but someone like it's just a list of all the very important characters throughout the games, and this is every Pokemon they have on their team at one point throughout the games, even like a rival or something. So if you're looking to catch every shiny from a specific person, here we go. You can see that here. And then description, things like legendary Pokemon, starter Pokemon, paradox Pokemon, subtle shinies, Victory Road Pokemon, which isn't in yet, Ultra Beasts, baby Pokemon. Like there's lots of stuff here, and this gets updated automatically. So as we add stuff to the list, especially for these descriptions and character teams, they will start to slowly show up. So someone like Adaman, oh, he's done already. Maybe Dryden. Dryden hasn't been done yet, but once we do it, it's automatically into your spreadsheet. You don't have to make a new copy or anything. It does it automatically for you, unless we add a new person. That way you'd have to actually get a new sheet. There's also a weekly hunt challenge. So every week a new challenge is born, and if you submit a shiny that you catch during this week with a Pokemon that matches the description or whatever it is, then you can get a point, which will put you on this leaderboard. So you can see right now it's on this week only, but if it goes all time, Oakward has 2 points. He's one of the helpers on the spreadsheet. You can see he submitted a Teddiursa during T week. So that's what this is. It's just like a little, it gives you something to hunt for. If you don't know what to hunt for, there's at least a challenge, and you can get some points and see a leaderboard. And there's different points given out based on the thing. Everything is different though, so it depends on the week. And the search page also has this button to match the weekly hunt. So when you click that, it'll update this to match whatever the weekly hunt is. So currently it's Gen 4, so it just set it to Gen 4 Pokemon. And you can see it doesn't just mean Gen 4 the games, it means Gen 4 Pokemon in general. So if you catch in Scarlet and Violet, Hippowdon is a Gen 4 Pokemon in a Gen 9 game, you can still get a point in the leaderboard. So there's that. Then there's also a Discord server. If you want to join in on the Discord server, that way you can get notified or you can talk to people that are also hunting. The spreadsheet will automatically tell you when there's a new update. So if you're on version 1.5, and right now this is version 2.0, it tells you right here your spreadsheet's out of date. When you click here, it'll take you to this spreadsheet here for you to make a copy of. And there's luckily a button here to let you import your older sheets. So if in the future I update it to 2.1, 3.0, whatever, you will get a notification here, and then when you make a new copy of the 3.0 sheet or whatever sheet, you go onto that sheet, you press import, you give it to the link to your old sheet, and it will copy all of your Pokemon data over, so you don't have to manually fill in all the Pokemon that you've caught. It's a lot better this way, and it helps a lot. There's also, if you don't want to see all the different sprites and you just want to see home sprites, you can toggle home sprites. Here, you can do it here, or you can do it through the menu here. And this just makes all the sprites show up as the Pokemon home sprites. And then you can also hide shinies, which will show them as their non-shiny form. And it obviously works with Pokemon Home, but if you still want to see regular game shinies or just not shiny, then you can do that too. And then this obviously just sets it so all the games are visible. If you turn that off, it only shows you the games that you have set, which you can set here. Set owned games lets you set all your games to. It'll ask you like, do you own this game? Do you own this game? And then you set those. There's also a button to show the changelog. There's a changelog page every time I update the sheet, but I usually have it hidden because I don't need to see it. And it just tells you all the updates that happened during that sheet, during that update. So that's the sheet. It has a lot of functionality that, I feel like I'll use. If you're interested in it, you can go to the link in the description and you can make a copy of it for yourself that you can edit. And hopefully you like it. Thanks for watching.